Hello and welcome to field number 5, last game of day 2 on this field. About to kick off in the orange Mulga up against Murgon Murray's in the blue with the yellow V, gold V. And Donnie Johannesson joining you in commentary, Bo Dela Cruz joining me very shortly. And as we see kick-off now, these two teams have been playing so well in the tournament, expecting some great things too, as we can see. First of all, the defences, and they push him out almost, but staying inside the line there. And that's a good effort. Mulga had a convincing win in their last game, and same also with Murgon Murray's. So expecting maybe a high-scoring contest or a very defensive one as well, as we see them now go up with the ball. Murri, the Murgon Murray's. Good work there. And through the hands, look how quick they go. That's what got them a couple of wins in the previous games as well. And Bo Dela Cruz, we are expecting some really good things from both sides.
Yeah, obviously the Murgon team, a lot of former Sherbrooke Hornets players. But yeah, sorry I'm puffing, I just ran a whole game, but yeah, I'm excited to see this game. It's definitely been one I've been waiting to watch.
Bernard Hopkins puts a big kick down there too, and he's been very consistent for the many years he's played in Murray Rugby League Carnivals. So I expect some good things from him, and taking advantage of the win there too. Mulga, we did see which is good to have you back on board, Bo, because we've seen the Mulga team and how quickly they can score.
Yep.
But this is the first time we've seen them not scoring within the first minute of a game.
Very true, very true. And I know with this Murga team, listening to the crowd last game, they've got a lot of grit. Definitely a lot of effort in there and a lot of passion for the game. So it's going to be a really good game, I hope.
And the coach also said make sure you give a good shout out to Baru Island and everybody listening up there for the Mulga team. And they are representing you so well down here and playing really good too. So they only get better as the day gets on. So let's see how they continue here as we wait for a restart. And we'll take this opportunity to say some of the girls' games that just previously been played was pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be out there with not playing, of course, not playing, but I was the runner for the Jennifer Muller Memorial team. So that's my old Highlanders team, and we, yeah, this was a tribute to Nikki Muller, who's been phenomenal in the women's space of rugby league and rugby union. She's the coach of the team, and yeah, tribute to her. We lost her last year, so lovely tribute, Donnie, to her. Yeah,
good on you too, Bo, getting involved still like that. As we see Bell in standing tackle, quickly tries to play it now. Verkwandi. He's been consistent over the last day or so as well. Coming out to this right-hand side now, Renov.
Oh, nice.
Still through their hands, Law finally wrapped up. They're calling it back to the left, the Murgon Murray's.
I think he's hurt himself there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's gone down. Hopkins now. Hopkins, high kick. Letting it swirl in the air. Does he take it well? A couple of people contest it. Still going with the ball. And they're calling out one thing, but still playing on. And the referee has seen something in there. High in the sky. Somebody's been picked out.
Yeah, I think Trey Fuller just mistimed that jump. And it is hard because of this wind. Like, he's probably where he normally would be with better conditions. He probably would have taken that cleanly. But, yeah, unfortunately, he probably mistimed it a bit just because of this wind.
And Murgon Mulga should take advantage of the wind and kicking it out for touch to restart now. And those little breaks like that and the speed, that pumping legs from the Mulga side, it has seen them get the points too, and those short little passes off the ruck.
Those post-contact meters are so important.
And they just keep on the roll and consistent too. Yasso keeps going. He's looking for support, doesn't get it. Yasso got plenty of meters there to get them in a great position, Mulga. Again, through their hands, cut out pass yet again. Still using the line and going out there. Does it go back inside? Yes. And is he there?
Yes. What about that combination? Trey Fuller, Brenko Lee and Brenton Byra. 3 players that have probably played all season together throughout the NRL and the Q Cup.
Well, it's just like they knew what was on and they kept the ball together and backed each other up and in for that first try. Mulga, well, we've seen them score early. It's a little bit later now in the first half, but they have put some points on the board and we expect some big things from Mulga as well. So well done, 4-0 at the moment. Mulga up against Murgon Murris. There's some other exciting games that are happening around too, so if you jump onto the QMC app, you'll see them. As we head into some finals coming up.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow it should be very exciting.
So this is the last games, I should say, of day 2 of the QMC 2023. There's been some really good football played over the last 2 days, and it's only going to get better with finals tomorrow. Let's hope it's a non-windy, sunny day.
Well, let's hope so indeed. It does, of course, upsets the kickers, but let's see how we go for possibly some extra points here for the Mulga side. Lines it up. Nice little punt.
Yes.
And he gets it.
He barely touched that, did he? He just nudged it and let the wind take it.
6-0 Mulga over Murgon Murris, and on field number 2, Michael Purcell Memorial 10-0 over Coastal Blacks. Darn United 0-6 against Darkies Connection, and Bruce Fisher Memorial Team 0, Brisbane Blacks 6, and this is game field number 5 as we see now the Murgon Murris low kick to continue on this first half. Nice barging tackle there. It's only early still in this first half, so Murgon still have a lot to do and defending well, trying to keep Mulga from getting over that line, that halfway line. Everybody stands up and wants the ball. Fogarty was getting involved there too. Nice little chip over the top, nice and early, put some pressure on the Murgon Murris. Good chase as well. Well, that was 2 or 3 in the tackle and just putting it in early. Nice. So they're really testing them, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Murgon were making sure that they were ready for anything that Mulga throw at them. Again, a little run from dummy half doesn't get far. Through the hands now. Murgon. Push back there by great Mulga defence. Ball loose. There's a play on. Referee. Well, yeah, it looked like it was a loose carry, but well, the referee has seen it like that as well.
Like, I understand that they're trying to do a bit of a set where they get their outside backs in and involved in getting the ball going forward, but I think they need to change it up. There's a lot of scooting from dummy half there, and the markers are just picking them off quite easy. They need to maybe get the first receiver a little bit more like wider off the ruck to be able to make some really good quality ground.
Mulga back on the attack again.
Forward.
Using it well. Yes, and it's called. Good call. It's that sort of short passes that are really putting pressure on Murgon and affecting their defensive line.
The idea is there. The idea is there 100%. Play a bit of a short ball game. But I just think, the execution's got to be a bit better than that.
Hopkins about to feed the scrum and does, and they go out to that left attacking side. But they were ready for it, Mulga. They come up quick out of defence.
Good hard straight run by the number 20 there.
Yeah, came Brungies and still going up. They're getting busy up this end finally, Murgon. Big hard runs like that from Stanley. Look at him go. Stanley still holding the ball.
Perfect.
I think he was trying to look for a popping pass, but didn't come. Through their hands, out wide to that left. Little push
nice.
pass there from Bly. Wrapped up. They're calling it out this right-hand side. We're going to expect the kick. Yes, the kick comes in. It's just over the top. That's to bounce.
Don't
Who's
let it
there?
bounce.
It's still going.
Damn!
Unfortunately, it doesn't go into his hand safely. Knocked on, and that's a great effort, though, to get up that end of the field and try something. The Murgon Murris with that little chip over the top.
Yeah, you never let a chip like that bounce, especially when there's so much traffic coming through there. It's really important that somebody, whether it's defence or attack, is going to take that on the full.
Mulga now. We've seen them play so many up the middle before. They either kick or spread it to the left and right. There we go again, straight up the middle. And they're lining up. They want the ball.
They're really tight in on that ruck, aren't they? They're going in behind it. Look how tight they are in on that ruck. Their first receiver. It's a very different style of play, but it's effective. Oh, inside pass.
Yeah, and there you go.
There goes
and
to number 25.
It's exactly like we said, and that's what they've been doing. And Butcher has got quite a few tries now within the actual tournament.
Yes.
But put that down to Alder, who fed the ball to him through that line break that he had, and kept going. And then, of course, Butcher saw that, he saw Butcher there in support and said, here you go, you can have a run and score a try.
Yeah. Their set is really interesting. Like, they're not standing really wide off the ruck.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I find different, but there must be obviously identifying that the defence is standing wide off the ruck, so they're going to come in behind it, and with these short passes out of dummy half. So yeah, it's really good formula. It's working for them obviously, because they're just rolling those plays down the field, which is interesting. I really like that.
This might sound strange, but it's almost like a touch football move.
100%. Yeah, the ruck. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And it's you always go like. The point of that in touch is going back at the defender that just made the touch.
Yeah.
So you're obviously trying to get a penalty and get them offside, but that seems to be what they're doing here. Obviously, it's not touch, but it's sort of the same concept.
Same formula.
But they're obviously like either the markers are spreading when they are spreading, they're spreading too far, and they're just getting in behind that ruck nicely. The Mulga boys. So
they play the ball is so quick as well.
Yeah.
Trying to add the extras now. Magala. We know he can kick it. He did it in the previous game as well. And right in front again with that little punt action.
Yeah.
12-0. Mulga over Murgon Murris here on field number 5. Day 2 for the Queensland Murri Rugby League Carnival. Donnie Johannesson and Bo Dela Cruz joining you in action for this particular game. And there are some other games too that are happening at the moment on the fields 2, 3 and 4 that if you want to check out on the QMC app, especially knowing that some of these teams are going to be waiting on other teams to see how it goes from a scoring point of view, and it's a great stop there too. He was on the spot to make sure it doesn't go out. Mulga now, as we were talking about before, this short passes in the ruck and so on, and you can see the quick roll on.
Yep.
Butcher, dummy half. There he goes
there
again. Scoots from dummy half.
Yeah, in behind that ruck seems to be working for him really well.
Smallest of gaps there. Dummies and works well. Gets some more meters.
What about the footwork?
Yeah, that was some good action. And I'll tell you what, Fisher was there from Murgon, was hoping that he could intercept that, but no luck. As Mulga continue the roll on, getting closer again to that try line. Good hands, keeps going, finds the bounce, but still keeps it alive. Pushes out into that right-hand attacking side, and is he there? Wow, he certainly is.
Great try there, and to me it comes down to their set, getting them out, how quickly they're getting out of the half, quick play the balls, people running onto it, all those basic skills that you need when you're trying to get from one end to the other.
That actually, yeah, exactly right. The bouncing ball caught a few people off guard there in defence, but they kept attacking that right-hand side. We've seen them score up the middle, right-hand side now, only the left to go.
Yep. And the left, and that's their bad passing side. Probably the right to left is where everyone seems to be stronger, or most people seem to be stronger with their passing side. So, yeah, if the right's giving them the results, that's where you keep going.
We saw in a previous game, Mulga took a very convincing lead before the Brisbane natives, wasn't it?
Yes, yep.
Started to come back with some points. So we know they do have some the chink in their armour where they can fall back and drop back. So let's see if Murgon Murray's can find that, as they do also make some changes. There's some subs just waiting to come on now from the Murgon side as we wait again for the kick. Expecting again some extra points there from Magala. Same side from try number 1. So let's see if he does that little punt kick. Doesn't have to put much into it.
And
he misses that time. 16-0 is the score. Mulga over Murgon Murray's in the first half on field number 5. But they need to start collecting themselves now, Murgon. We know they can score. We've seen it in a previous game as well, how they did make a good comeback in their previous game on field number 2.
Yep. You're not going to beat a structured team by trying to play structure against them, especially a team like this. So if I was their coach right now, I'd be throwing in a bit more of Murri Rugby League here and getting those quick chip and chases, the offloads, stuff that they don't usually like to defend.
Yeah.
Because right now they're trying to play Mulga's game and they're just not getting any luck with it. So I think if they throw it around a bit, a lot of offloads, a lot of chip and chases, sending it wide early, they might find some results out of that.
Mulga on the attack again. Outer. Played for Arab United in the final last year, so he knows how to win silverware. Straight up again. Butcher, dummy half, likes to scoot from there too, and he's done it before. Straight up, close to the post. A couple of metres out now. Yep. Butcher gets it out to that right-hand side again. Through the hands. The numbers have come up from Murgon.
Oh, what a flick.
Well, that broken line of defence, and they took advantage of that with the flick pass.
When you got back rowers flicking passes out like that, you got to be worried.
Well, they came off pretty quick off the line, Murgon, and it had a break and a few gaps there, and they took advantage of that, Mulga. And now 20-0. Again, trying to defend against something like that, where flick passes are now coming in. They're changing their game, Mulga.
100%, yep. And that's what you find once they start getting, points on the board. You'll find that ad-lib play come more into the game. I think it won't be so structured. They'll want to have a bit of fun and play around, but at the same time, you really want the Murgon Murrays to get some points on the board.
Yeah,
and they show that they can. Like if obviously watching them play before, they just haven't had any good ball, haven't had enough good ball down in their half.
It's same with the Brisbane game as well. Yeah. When Brisbane did get it, they started to create stuff and got points on the board in the end.
Yep.
Sets up again. Possibly 2 more points coming to Mulga. And we can hear the cheers from the Torres Strait and Baru Island if this one goes over. I'd love to see more points click over on that board. Looks nice. And it's there. 2 more points. 22-0. Mulga over Murgon Murray's, who need to have a really good look at themselves or how they need to get some points on the board against this dominant team at the moment. And they have been in previous games as well.
Yeah, they're very a well-oiled machine, this Mulga team, and I'm not too sure around sort of the dynamics and who's played together. And I know a couple have obviously played together before, but yeah, they're just too good in every part of the field.
Yeah, Terry Albert Bengo, who's the coach, has definitely got them structured well, as we see there. Those short little passes there, and they're taking advantage of the wind too, not these big long cutout passes.
Yep.
Every now and then they do try some of them and they work, as again a little chip comes through. Butcher was the man who was trying to get that ball for Mulga, but taken up nicely there by Murgon. And they get up over the halfway line. It's been a while since they've been down this end of the field with Fakwande.
Yeah, they've really got to, geez, it's blowing a gale. They've really got to take advantage of this field position right now and try and see what they can come up with.
Yeah, Stanley's been very consistent for them too, for the Murgon side.
Oh,
so is this guy, Blair.
Oh, he's caught a strip.
Well, that's good news for them.
100%.
Let's share that blanket.
Sorry, I'm freezing.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's the afternoon here now at Redcliffe, and the sun is going down and the wind is picking up. So the conditions for the players are getting a bit cooler there, as we see a nice hard run again from Blair going up to that left-hand side, still going through their hands. He finds the smallest of gaps and does well.
Here we go. Yes, he's
got
in.
The ball away. That's what they need to do.
Great work by the number 2 there, Darren Bly. Wow, that came from nowhere, but they were persistent.
That's what they needed, and somebody got hurt in the back there as well for Mulga, but out of that passage of play, but hopefully he's okay.
Looks like Butcher, by the looks of things, I think.
Yeah, it could be Butcher. He's usually all over the shop in the sense of, in defence. So, yeah, it's Butcher. He's just maybe took a little bit of a knock to the knee there or something. So
yep. I've got to give a shout out to the number 24 running on for the Murgon Murris, Kevin Bell. Good to see him back out here playing. He's living in Kaunyama, up there and doing some great things for their community. But good to see him travel back down to Brizzy, and you know, QMC brings him from everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does. It certainly does. And he's played in great spirit as well. And that's good for Murgon to get some points finally on the board. 22-4, kick to come.
Hopefully this gives them some confidence. You know, obviously, you know, Mulga, like we saw before. Did the natives end up scoring on them?
Yeah, it was very late.
They did.
Very late.
So it just goes to show quite early in the game that they can be scored on.
Yeah.
With a bit of persistence and a bit of mongrel and grit.
And Brisbane didn't score until late in the second half.
That's
so
right.
for Murgon to get some points in the first half is a good thing, as Hopkins kicks the ball and waved away. Still 4 points for them at least. That's really good. And like you said, it helped their confidence.
Yep.
22-4. Mulga over Murgon Murris. And we've got some space there. Watch the kick, how it comes through.
Yeah, I've been. I just saw Nearly Stanley take his shirt off. I was hoping that he'd play, but yeah, he looks like he's going to have a rest for this game for the Murgon Murris.
Good defence.
Great defence. Oh, he's
bumps
bumped him off.
Him. He's still going, and he wants to do that. That's what they need. Stanley's been running hard. Same with Blair as well, and he's almost expecting that. Good scoot from dummy half, gets more metres. Fakwande plays it.
And never easy running into the wind either. Oh, some big contact there. Through the number 13, Travis Waddell.
Another good run. Getting up over halfway. Kevin Bell, as you mentioned before, so good position at the moment for Murgon.
Lovely long ball.
Yeah, they needed that. That's good. Still getting some more metres. Standing tackle, almost pushed back. And ball. No, he's okay. Kick in play by Hopkins. Goes high. Who's there? They're going to let it bounce, and they do. And it goes way out to the
here we go.
But he loses the ball, unfortunately. But if they can keep him down here, good work for Murgon. Referee said a little bit high.
I'm so glad. It's so good to see the likes of Bernard Hopkins back out there. He's been around, I don't even know how long, but he's been around since I've been around, so it's a long time. But it's so good that he's still out there playing.
Oh, is that going to stay in? That was a good kick. I thought it was going to stay in for a touch, but
great kick.
But look how far back they're going now, Bo.
Wow, what was that? 40, 50 metres?
Yeah. So Murgon were on the attack right up there with that Hopkins kick, and also they nearly got the ball back after the bounce. But now they're way back down here, and he's lost the ball in the fall as well.
Yeah,
so
he just lost his footing a bit there, Michael Ware. Hope he's looked like he hurt his ankle, but
twisted it or something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a little pothole out there or something.
Yeah. And you know what? Always Murray's with skinny ankles, we always find them potholes. I don't know how many I've done. My poor ankles hate me right now.
Well, the QUT health and strapping tent there ran out of strapping tape. If anyone needs any.
Doesn't surprise me.
Putting it around those ankles, those Murray ankles.
Yep. If you got them ankles, please. Prevention is the best cure.
I nearly rolled my ankle going near the canteen. There's a drain there that I nearly fell over in there. As we see now, Mulga, as we go into the halftime break, 22-4 leaders in this game after the first half up against Murgon Murris. Welcome back to the second half here. Mulga 22-4 over Murgon Murris. Donny Johannesson joining you in commentary, and also Bo Dela Cruz very shortly. And they've been playing very well in this first half, getting the points up. But Murgon did make a comeback, missed the kick by Hopkins for the conversion, but still got the 4 points on the board so far as they were about to kick off. So if you just join us, Murgon Murri's in the blue with the gold V, and Mulga in the tiger orange, if you want to call it that. It's the gold as well. And they've been playing very well this whole tournament. We saw a previous game where they did very well against the Brisbane side, and we expect a lot from them with more tries, possibly because of the strength of the team and representing Badu Island and up there in the Torres Straits. So big shout out to everybody up there. Hope you're enjoying it on the QMC app, and some other close games on field 2, 3 and 4 through the streaming service. Bo, how do we think this is going to go? More points, hopefully from both sides, and just instead of the one side.
Yeah, well, we saw them play that Murri footy that we spoke about out there on that left edge, and they came up with a result in a try. So I think, talking to the boys before, sort of saying the same thing. Like, I think we got to stop being so structured and start looking at playing a bit more ad-lib and flary footy, because you're not going to beat them at their own game.
Nice high kick taken well. Mulga back on the attack. Good defence. Bell's involved in that tackle.
That's it. And they got to slow, like what they're doing right now is slowing there. Nice. Slowing that play the ball down. And really slowing the ruck down there. So great work by Kevy Bell.
That's good. They're down this end too. That's good to see. Murgon, they need that in this second half, I should say, the beginning of the second half. So good work, good field position. Let's see how they go. Straight out. Good work.
Oof.
Walsh.
Big contact.
Walsh wrapped up. He felt that. Hopkins dummy half. Gets it back over to that left attacking side. Ran off. It's about 11 metres out. Still a good position there for Murgon. Going straight to the line. Does he find the smallest of gaps
tough.
there? Brungies held up. Needs to play it quick, and they do. Goes there again. Big hard run. Doesn't get close to the line. Stanley. Stanley was so close to the line. Hard to stop him. Just went straight over. They needed that.
Yeah, they 100% they did, and this is what they need to do every time. They need to capitalise on their opportunities down in good ball. So and the reach out. He just backed himself there. They saw a few numbers coming around to that right side, and probably over-tracked a little bit the Mulga team. But yeah, great try there by the big front rower. Is that
Stanley?
Stanley,
yeah, they needed that in the second half to be the first try scorer. So very good. Very good position too for, we see there Hopkins, who's about to kick. He's in a good position as well to add the extras. But yeah, first point scorers in the second half.
And momentum's always going to shift, no matter how much Mulga, get the ball, they score some tries. Momentum's going to shift sooner or later, so you've got to be ready for it. And that's what happened just then. Let's hope once the Murgon Murris get this ball in the next set of 6, they can get down there, get themselves a penalty, and they can go again. The ball just hitting the flag out of the touchy's hand.
Well, he got that too, so it went well. So the flag was up.
Yep.
One was up, one got knocked out.
Yep, so it's just 2 converted tries they're down by right now.
Exactly. So I think they're a bit shell-shocked, Mulga. They haven't been in this position before.
No.
So again, watch out for possibly the short kick for the restart, but they go long.
Oh, great hands.
That was picked up nicely there.
Kevy Bell trucking the ball up here.
Oh.
He had that at the tip of his fingers.
Yeah, good pick up that one as they continue on.
Yep, great run again by Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these meters. How good is that? Determination. No, he's running with intent, which is, what we want to see from these Murgon Murris.
Yeah, they seem a bit structured this time round, so it's good to see.
Francis run off.
Yeah, they're getting in the face of Mulga now. Hopkins gets it through their hands, and they're still going.
Nice shift early, yep.
Yeah, Bly was almost thinking about putting a chip in, but takes to tackle.
And this is where Bernard Hopkins is very dangerous.
There he is, chip over the top, and chases it well too. Bounce, goes back, picked up well by Mulga, but they're calling that it went for a knock on, but referee says no play on, went backwards.
Yeah.
So he ran pretty well with that Jaconia.
Oh,
Good.
big contact there.
Yeah, good run too. Going well.
Oh, great work.
Walker picked off there. Was over the halfway, got knocked back 5. So
They've
good
got
work
the numbers
there.
out there. They had the numbers early. I think the early comms needs to come. You know, they have to have a look up and see where they're loading up. Oh, nice
The
inside ball.
1-2 back inside pass works well. Gets the meters, keeps the ball alive. Still going there. Referee says no.
Oh, well, now it gives them the opportunity to get back, reset their line of defence.
Oh, been put on report as well.
Oh, okay.
So was that on Hopkins? As we see him, I believe that's Hopkins. Yeah, I was still getting up slowly. So referee did put someone on report, didn't he?
Yep.
Mulga now. Opportunity again.
Yeah, the boys are sitting back 20 metres. I don't know what they were doing and thinking just then. Off the tap.
Well, when the ref said get back, I didn't think they meant 20.
Exactly.
As, good hard run. He's getting close to the line. Is he going to go all the way?
Oh, yes, he scored that.
Well, Johnson with the ball had heaps of Murgon Murray's hanging off him, goes straight towards the line and scores a try. And I think that came back from the infringement over the other side. They, like you mentioned, they were back almost 20, so there was plenty of space for them to go up forward when they should have been up a bit more. And Johnson got that ball and careered over that right-hand side and just had players hanging off him from the opposition, Murgon, and got to the line with all the strength.
Yep, just unfortunate there for the Murgon Murrays. They had such a good thing going. And they got up so easy. Like after that kick from Bernard Hopkins, I think that the guy that took that kick, he got it to the middle of the field, and 1, 2, 3, I think it was 4, they've marched him down the field, got a penalty, and then pretty much nearly off the first tackle off that penalty, first or second.
Wow, bit shell shock, especially knowing that Murgon were the first try scorers.
Yeah.
You thought there was a bit of a revival coming from the Murgon, but
Yep. I mean, if he kicks this, there are 3 converted tries down, but I mean, anything can happen in the next 20 minutes, and he's kicked it.
Yeah. That's the extras. 28-10. Mulga over Murgon Murray's. Maybe the cold's getting to them.
Yeah, I reckon. It's getting to me, that's for sure.
Murgon about to restart again. Let's see how they go. They've got the fighting spirit. They know how to score. Put the kick down deep. Taken well.
Oh,
good hard
such a
run.
strong runner, isn't he?
It certainly is. And Bell again, always involved in roughly the first tackle for the opposition there, Mulga. They seem flat though, Mulga, but they always seem to break that line, don't they?
Yep.
With that play, with the short little passes. Using their favourite attacking left side, almost goes again. But the marker
We
wasn't
saw it
going
in
to
the
have
first
anything.
half, and it was all on the right side, and now they've sort of changed up and gone to the left.
Smallest of gaps again, finds some space and runs well. He was looking for support, Griffiths. Plays the ball at this left-hand side again. Chip over the top. Who's there? Murgon. They pick it up and cleanly as well.
That's it. I think right now Mulga can just complete their sets, get to a kick, and then defend for a set. So, you know, I think they're playing very safe and very basic footy right now. They're not having to do anything fancy, try anything fancy. They're just playing very basic rugby league.
Yeah, it's working for them as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely working for them.
And
Good defence.
when you play basic rugby league, it's not about it being so like basic. It's about the effort you put into playing quite simple. If you can put, run hard, tackle hard, then you sort of got the recipe for what works.
Fuller finds a gap. Fuller, is he still going to go? He's looking for support. Little back inside, pass to a speed man, and he follows it up again.
You won't catch him.
Oh, and also again, Byra just flying through. The backup speed for these players, unbelievable.
Yep, and that's that combination, Byron. I think he's hurt his shoulder. I think it's Stanley maybe out in the middle of the field, but just that, there's nothing to, when you're looking at Trey Fuller, there's nothing of him. He's quite small in stature, but he's so fast, and he takes advantage of those small gaps. And you give him a little bit of a gap, he'll take it and he'll make you pay for it. So yeah, unfortunately, I really hope. I think that might be Stanley out there.
Yeah, and the backup support from Mulga, the speed, it was hard. If you were coming across to defend, to try and stop someone at that speed, was always going to be difficult.
Yeah, it does look like Tyrell Stanley. He's played so good today, and he's been such a huge, player today for this.
Consistent, very consistent.
So that was the word I was looking for. Very consistent for this Murgon Murray's team. It's a shame to see him come off with an injury like that. He seems to get up okay, but I reckon he's holding it like he's done something to his shoulder. Oh, he's actually drinking with that arm now, so maybe not.
That's his drinking arm.
But yeah,
so he's okay.
He's been so good for them today.
And another player too, Bernard Hopkins in front of us, stretching out, and as we see the kick is sprayed away, still 32-10. I was just saying to Willie Tonga, who's doing commentary on field number 4, do you know much about Bernard Hopkins? And he said, yes, I do actually. When I played Murray Carnival when I was 16, he was playing.
Exactly.
So I didn't want to ask him his age. I said, okay, you've just told me, how much he's been involved in this particular game, this competition. So it's pretty good to see that he's involved in that.
And he's been so good for rugby league out that way of Murgon and Cherbourg. He's always been involved. He gets young ones really involved. He's still involved heavily with rugby league out there. So, you need those people around, Donnie, to keep the game alive in those smaller communities too.
Yeah, definitely. And they're represented well out here too, the Murray Carnival and the Cherbourg Hornets, of course, with the women's. So, yeah, it's good to see as we see, referee says no, ball goes to the ground.
But you look what, the likes of Murgon and Cherbourg have, the players that they have, in the last how many years? Ricky Bird, Steve Renoff, young Selwyn Cobbo, Willie Tonga. They've had so many great players come out of that small town. Yeah. And I think they will, have more in years to come, especially with the girls now. Yeah. The girls' pathway as well. They've always had a very strong Cherbourg Hornets team. Yeah. So let's hope, that they keep that going from that little community of Cherbourg and Murgon. Oh, look at this.
As we see the ball go down, play on. And he's knocked it on, it come flying through.
How fast was he?
Where did he come from? And the referee said it's 6 to go. And he's called it a try.
Yeah, I don't know. There look like a couple of knock-ons in there. But
I actually thought that as well. But come flying through and ball to ground and on the ground safely, and referee says, yep, that's a try. 6 to go and points to the spot. So 36-10 now, Mulga over Murgon Murray's.
Yeah, it's blowing out. I had some hope for the Murgon Murrays when it was 22-10 after they scored that second try, but yeah, they've just sort of either fitness has gotten to them. I know they've got a couple of injuries down here as well. It's very unfortunate, but they've given it their best. They've gotten to this stage of the quarterfinals at the 2023 QMC, and all you can do is be so proud of them. I think they played a really good game in their last round game.
Yeah.
against the Jaden Adams Memorial team. So, yeah, big ups to the Murgon Murris. They've done well to get to this point. But unfortunately, I reckon today the Mulga fellas are just a bit too good and a bit too classy and outplayed them.
Yeah, and you mentioned before too about the sporting talent out at Murgon. I mean, big Frankie Fisher.
Frankie Fisher, yes, Uncle Frank, yeah.
Eddie Gilbert in cricket.
Yes.
So the boxers.
Yes,
the many boxers.
So many, like just a sporting town, you know, and it's phenomenal how many amazing sportsmen and women have come out of such a small place.
See, and he's got it. That's the extras on that angle with this breeze. That was brilliant. 38 to 10 is the score at the moment for Mulga over Murgon Murris. Well, Bo, they need to possibly do something here, just a bit more structure to try and get some points on the board as the clock winds down.
Yeah, either structure or just whatever goes right now. Yeah. Oh, good kick there. We've got Brenton Byra with the ball. And that surname Byra is quite common, throughout rugby league. Oh, there's so many offside right now.
That's right. And they're all saying that too. Mulga saying, what's the offside? They all put their arms out.
Yeah, he's definitely. I saw Brenton play for the first time. He was playing for Walgett in the Koori Knockout last year. That was the first time I've ever seen him play personally. And the Rose boys just absolutely love him,
Yeah.
And I think they've got him back there again for the knockout down at Tuggerah next week. So
Mulga still leading 38 to 10. Looking for more points on the board. They're getting up this end. Chip over the top. Quite a few chases taken on the full, and they needed to do that. Well done. Walsh diffused it. Plays the ball now. Scoot from dummy half. Doesn't get far. Wrapped up well by Mulga.
Yeah, I think they need to just be a little bit wider off the rucks. The dummy half scoots probably aren't working for them right now. I think when they're a bit like this run with Stanley, a bit wider off the ruck, nice offload there. No one's in support of him.
Yeah, that's the difference between the two teams.
Yeah, 100%. There's always someone hanging around the big front rowers, even the little fullback, you know what I mean? So,
especially those short passes from Mulga.
Yeah, for sure.
And the speed men getting onto the ball, as we see now. Kick placed down the field there. Alberts taken well. A few chases from Murgon, so it's good to see. Try to keep them down this end of the field. Hoping they do a mistake. Mulga still going forward. Scoot from dummy half again. They read that well this time.
Yep.
They weren't going to let them get away with it.
But still not laying on them long enough to, stop that quick play the ball.
It was good defence, but just a little bit too long.
I think they just need to lay on them a little bit longer just to slow their ruck down.
That was a brilliant kick. Look how much pressure they're putting back now onto Murgon Murris. Right up this end. This is what they do best. This close out, they know how to score, Mulga. Try to bring him back. Drags him back, Alberts. Alberts don't want them anywhere closer. Through the hands again. Mulga. Cut out pass. Finds its target. There's another player out there. Does he get in the corner?
He's out. He's caught him out. Great effort still at the back end of this game, and there's efforts like that still happening.
That was good too.
Yeah.
From this side, quickly, straight over there, through the hands, to be in the corner, almost for a try. But good defence there from Murgon.
Great defence from Murgon.
Sliding defence is starting to work for them now. They don't want to see any more points scored against them.
Oh, great run there by Kevy Bell. Yes, finding his front. He's just got to get up, quick play the ball. I know easier said than done, Kevy, if you're watching the replay. feeling ya.
That's right. Stanley, he unloads it, but they said, play on. No, call it back.
He tried. He's having a good laugh there.
Stanley recovered from
nice
that little shoulder injury or whatever happened before.
Yep, nice little scoot from the hooker. There's no markers. Play on, no, maybe. What's going on?
Well, yeah, exactly. Play the ball on the spot.
Oh, slow their momentum. They're on.
No.
Oh, brother. Jinxed him.
Oh, no. They were waiting that long to see what the referee was saying that they didn't know. And by the time he said play the ball, he's actually dropped it. Didn't pick it up cleanly. Murgon getting back on the roll and then something as silly as that.
And just those basic skills, you know, Mulga are all over. You can't afford to do that, you know, force an error down here. They'll make you pay, that's for sure, Mulga.
That's right. They're watching
Here
for a
we
little
go.
kick. Oh, he was in front of the kicker, but let's
Yes,
see
he
how
was.
he goes. Oh, he's got the speed. Has he got the bounce? Has he got the try?
He's
How
called
good
it.
was that?
Yeah, I thought he was offside.
I thought he was offside. But
Yeah.
he went through. He just smashed it through. Maybe the angle didn't look good for us, but he just kept going. The bounce was favourable.
Yep.
He kept control and was over for the try right under the black dot.
Oh, I'm feeling for the boys right now, but I think we can safely say that this game's wrapped up by Mulga.
Definitely 42-10 at the moment.
Yes,
The kick to
it was
come pretty much
very
straight in
safe.
front. But let's now see Mulga with that sort of ability. Whoever they play next, they're going to really test them as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So that was amazing, straight off the scrum.
Yep.
To do that and put the kick through. Like we said, I thought he was in front of the kicker, but
Yep.
he seemed to be okay. So the extras are added now, 44-10. And I'd love to see the for and against for Mulga because they do get the double digits in the games that they've been playing for their tries for. And
you know, I mean, I know it's probably a bit far-fetched, but, you know, I'd love to see some of the NRL clubs do some things like that because it's so unexpected. Like, when you're packing a scrum that close to the line, they try and execute play and build pressure. No one's ever going to try that. So, you know, it'd be great to see someone like Reece Walsh, you know, running off of a kick from, Adam Reynolds in a play like that. But they just don't do it anymore. And I get it. There's a lot more on the line for them. But, yeah, it'd be just so good. Oh, what a run.
Mulga on the attack again. And they're doing so well for their community who'd be watching this on the live stream. So happy that it's another win for another day. And they, again, it's scooting from dummy half. It's where it's getting them. The marker was not there.
Split the markers so easy, don't they?
Yeah, take advantage of it.
Yep.
And Murgon, again, caught off guard and having to defend. And they're closer to their own line. Through their hands again. They're going well. The scoots
footwork.
through there. And is he getting there?
Yeah, he's down. Got it down with ease.
Yeah, Morton, I think it
Johnson?
was Morton who was scooting through
Michael
there.
Morton, yes, I think it was, with the head guard.
Yeah. Again, beats 2, 3, and just goes through. The sliding defence not there for Murgon. I'm running out of paper here to keep the score. That's 48 now to 10. With a kick to come. Bo, and like I said, the Mulga team, again, whoever they play next, they'll give them a good go, and you definitely might see them, the top 4 teams, top 2 teams even, maybe in this tournament tomorrow. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting, the semi-finals tomorrow. They've got some really good, strong teams here, both behind us and on field 2 and 3. So, yeah, I can't wait to see, you know, the likes of the dark, I think it's Darky's Connection, something like that.
Yeah.
Play with, you know, also the Michael Purcell Memorial team. You know, I don't think they've lost a game yet. So to see, you know, one of those two teams.
A good team.
Yeah,
they have got some good talent in there.
Yeah, one of those two teams come up against Mulga. It's going to be really good. You know, the final, obviously, you think would be one of the Mulga or the Michael Purcell Memorial team, but you never know. They could be playing each other in the semi-final tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not too sure what they look like right now.
Yeah, those teams you mentioned on field two, Michael Purcell Memorial up against Coastal Blacks, so we'll still wait for a score to come through on that. Darn United and Darkies Connection is the one you're thinking of, and Bruce Fisher Memorial.
The dinner one? Yeah, it was the dinner one?
Yeah.
Or the Toomala? Yeah. Darn United, yep.
Yeah, so, and this game here, and that's full time.
Yes.
They don't get time to kick the ball again. And it was a great effort, Mulga. Congratulations to you. You're moving forward, and with skill and players like that, go have a break and enjoy that. Murgon Murri is well done. You played well. You got 10 points on the board, and just a little bit of bad luck there your way today. But Bo Dela Cruz, how good was that? Yeah,
it was awesome. After that half time, a couple of tries, the Murgon Murris did score, and I thought that they could possibly have a bit of a comeback here, but Mulga's just too good today, too classy, too skillful, and quite fit as well. But just on that, I want to give a big shout out to the Brisbane Broncos tonight. Our boys playing, there. Ezra, Reese, Jordan Ricky, Selwyn Cobbo. We've got to give them a big shout out tonight up against the Warriors to get into that grand final. It'd be nice to see them go right through to that grand final. So
and I hope Mark Tukey, who's one of our commentators, is hearing this.
Don't worry, Mark and I were having a good crack at each other just before we left. I think he's off to the game.
He is,
and
yes.
I'm going to sit in the comfort of my hotel room tonight and watch that game. But go the mighty Bronx.
Bo Dela Cruz, thank you very much. Donnie Johannesson saying goodbye. And the full-time score here on field number 5, Mulga 48 over Murgon Murri's 10.